Tragedy that should have never happened. And to all those affected, I want to say, we are deeply sorry.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Hey Kuno, you think you can turn the Kuno down a moment?
Trying to fuck at the Kuno. Trying to fuck at me. Trying to fuck. Kuno only gets higher. It's faster, faster, faster. Can't take the Kuno. Stay out of the reactor.
Kuno gonna fuck you up.
Normal is not what we got here.
Kuno doesn't.
Okay, Kuno. Well, that's enough. Tell me about the case. Literally anything about it. So, would you say this case is mysterious?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. I'm relieved that you agree. Anyhow, let's get back to the case. Was there anything else you wanted to know? I'm afraid you and I are
Terribly mysterious.
facing competition. You don't know. I used
Free magnesium. Ahoy there!
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good evening, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
What gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Relax.
Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, we're on an archipelago?
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Technically, the name Ozone and Fas a la Mer island groups are archipelagos, while La Caillou, by contrast, is a single fertile landmass, the fourth largest island in the world. It is not an archipelago.
Okay, if you want to get technical. We're all on islands. And sail
Actually.
is the most expedient way to get from one island to another, especially when you're in a hurry to resolve a strike.
So I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Ravachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich.
Yes, I do.
To ask other questions. Gather more info on this boat.
Let's talk about the economics of this boat you're on. Do you have a license for the boat? Okay, but what kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My slough, I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Let's talk about the economics.
You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption? That I'm a member of the ruling class?
Pressamundo, class wartime, baby!
Detective, may I remind you?
Biggest communist builder! I got biggest communist builder. Employ critical theory 9 times. I've apparently been super communist in my playthrough. I didn't notice.
What does that say?
What's
Does
the...
it say docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A? 33A, this old proletarian haunt here. As I said, plenty of people drive boats of all social.
Your synapses flesh.
This house is built before the revolution. Funny, I don't see any other eels' heels around.
You mean eel's hips? But point taken. I am a bourgeois woman, and this is my fast, light, interminably bourgeois boat.
I think I handled enough of the boat.
The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
Wait. She just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
So the strikes are connected to the lynching.
Yes, I believe there is a connection, but that's a subject for later.
Tell me more about the behemoth.
What can I say? The union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist giant. I guess that's part of their big tent organization now.
What are the talks going for the lynching?
Say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in...
To prick him with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
Sound like you're about to take a rapier to him.
Oh heavens no. We get along just fine. Yet now that you mention it, I can't stop imagining that black treacle just dribbling down his double chin.
Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Wait, there's two of them?
Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye.
Okay, Edgar has a lazy eye.
Looks exactly like Evrart does. And when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see. A funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues. The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a...
Tell me about this reality.
This reality.
Yes, reality is your side case. An experimental side case.
I got drunk and forgot everything. No time to explain, just give me the lowdown.
But please, a little context. We're not in such a hurry.
We have time for you to tell me why you need a reality lowdown.
I'm conducting a personal investigation.
Truly curious. A sort of philosopher-detective.
My theory is that this inquiry into the nature of reality will ultimately converge with our murder investigation. They really are one and the same.
Are they now?
A deep synthesis. I'll assist you however I can.
Alright, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Okay, where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby.
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
What is the Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten even. Shelled to smithereens during the revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year. Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
What's a city?
Kind.
What makes Revachol great?
Detective. They built this city to resolve history.
And why will it resolve
I will
history?
say it's where the terrible questions
Just keep
lie.
bombing her with questions.
The tensions are highest, by that I mean conflicts.
Why here?
We're standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connected tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're in the most unimportant part of the important
I
place.
think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about
A sparkle of lights on the horizon, like evening stars.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom.
Silence. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no. This is one thought you need to complete.
Was there something else you wanted to know?
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Ma'am, Messier will be...
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
You're right, Lieutenant. I'll continue later.
Better not to eat all your candy at once.
Indeed.
Yeah, I've obtained reality. That's enough about the
Now what-
times.
Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
That's all for now.
Would have been of assistance.
What can you tell me about lynching?
Things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant...
Oh, here we go.
From Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Remember when my partner told you I recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
See.
I swallowed it.
So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything.
I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional.
Things into. I don't. Oh! With number shadows. Yeah, 7. Holy wow, Z. Hey, everyone. Beat boob. Stop yeah, be careful. My robot is a jerk. Thank you. Thank you, Topsy.
You know they'll say autopsy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off.
Ah.
balance and, you know, not
It's
volunteer
amazing.
to be her henchman.
Oh, so we're henchmen now?
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your
Give me a second. Let me.
all along. Or she
Usually it asks me.
improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
Usually it'll tell me like, hey, it asks me permission to delete your stuff. It doesn't just straight up delete it. That's weird. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, thank you, E.G. Riku. Getting all the social links this evening. Don't investigate drug trafficking.
If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union.
It doesn't like the word hillbilly either.
We've never
I was playing Dead by Daylight and we were talking about hillbilly, and it decided it was a slur.
We ask her, then we investigate. Briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done.
I have a very moody moderating robot. It's a lot more crow than it is Tom Servo. Could just find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have...
We'll accept your quest.
According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I suspect the traffic jam won't disperse for a few more days. You should, in the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
You seem rich. Can I have money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy.
Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes. Well,
What lustrous hair.
a well-kept, yet tastefully silky bob of dark hair. Despite the first hints of grey, she's elected to keep it au natural, shaped into a permanent wave, late 40s style, positively statuesque, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes.
Yeah.
From the cold, her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities.
All of it.
These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible.
Yeah, so.
Now look at you, misery-clad city, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncut. You're poor, poor as balls.
Yeah.
Ask this person for money. You're too.
I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake the sleeves for some dough.
You think your little communism protects you from this feeling? No. The more demeaning it is to grovel at her feet.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Stop it, Nightbot. Here. Say, can I have some money?
Well,
Oh shit, that worked! You seem rich. Can I have some money? Can I have some money, ma'am? Help me, I'm poor, I need money.
Of course. How much do you need?
she's surprisingly nonchalant about this. Could it be that she somehow knows more about
Okay.
than she's let
I'm so bummed out that Nightbot seems like a good guy. He'll send out my links if I do like links. But if I do anything else, he's kind of a bitch. I need a
Good sum. Not too small. Not fantastically large.
Oh sweet, am I actually gonna get 130 real?
Grabs a few notes and hands them to you. The paper is cold. There must be about 200 real. That's about.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
No, I'm still wrapping my head around money. You're helping me out.
You're right, man. That donation